Monday morning, Arsenal go to the London Stadium yesterday, Danny, and they won. Many reports this morning in some of the newspapers saying they won ugly. Well, did they? I mean, I see the game inside the sports supplement of the Times. Arteta's battling youngsters passed the test of character. So, did they win ugly? Well, maybe they did, but this was Arteta on that.
Big win, obviously, playing Chelsea away, Manchester United at home and West Ham away. The chances of winning those 3 matches against them is not huge. We managed to do it in different ways. Today, I think we weren't particularly well or poor, I would say, especially with the ball. But we find a way to win it, and winning ugly, that's what big teams are able to do consistently throughout the season when it's necessary, and today we have managed to do it.
You see, Danny, you talk about Chelsea maybe not coming up to scratch at the moment. Arsenal have taken 9 points from their last 3 Premier League games against Chelsea, Manchester United and now West Ham. They're digging deep, aren't they?
Well, I think it's a terrific response to the couple of games they lost against teams they shouldn't have, or you think they shouldn't. He's got a couple of decisions correct recently. I think bringing El Neni back in when he did, I know it was kind of forced with the injuries, but he's been terrific. The experience, surprised he hasn't played more, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Nketiah playing up top and letting him off the leash, if you like, he's made a real difference. Sharp, hungry. So they've been some good decisions from Arteta. I think the West Ham game, sandwiched between their 2 semi-finals, is a game where if they didn't win, they're going to be asking themselves some questions. I'm not suggesting West Ham throwing it, but it was a makeshift back four.
You start throwing in Antonio from the outset against the Arsenal back four, you'd have had a different game on your hands.
Correct. But also, you're playing full-backs at centre-half. You're bringing in Noble for only his third. Who did well, by the way, third start of the season. It wasn't David Moyes prioritising this game. It was a game that Arsenal should have been looking at, going, look at West Ham's results after previous European games.
They never win on a Sunday.
No.
Never win on a Sunday.
I mean, I've been there, Simon. It's hard.
You said that on Friday.
Yeah, they never win on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because when you're at this latter stages of European competition, you've got a big semi-final coming
But
up.
you can see from David Moyes' disposition.
The players to
David Moyes is focused on one thing and one thing only, which is trying to overcome Frankfurt on Thursday.
Of course.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
But so he should be.
Yeah,
this is it. This is an opportunity.
Yeah, but Rangers went across the city to Celtic Park yesterday, Simon. And they flexed a bit of muscle.
Sure.
And managed to come away with a point at Celtic Park. And they're in the same boat as
Celtic, wasn't it, to be honest?
Yeah, but they're in the same boat as West Ham on Thursday.
It's a very different comparison. But
how is it?
Because the crowd would never have allowed me. The crowd of West Ham in that game, first half was a dreadful first half. It was a dreadful first half. Lackluster. It was what it was. It was Arsenal not getting to grips with the game and West Ham being on the back of a game on Thursday.
And the fans were all right.
And the fans were sort of in between. Now, the game on Sunday between the Old Firm, you're not going to be allowed to be in that space with those set of fans. You're just not. And I know that Danny and I slightly differ on how important fans are in the equation. And I always make the case that it's the players that make the outcomes. But if you're in an environment where everybody else is enthusiastic, you're going to have to be really gifted to come out without the same level of enthusiasm. So playing that cauldron on Sunday,
dominated by Celtic fans.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're still playing in a cauldron.
Yeah, you forget the Thursday.
You forget about Thursday. Now, with the West Ham Arsenal situation, it's slightly different. So I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not really going to make a bit of a case for how ugly they won. That's him trying to add another dimension to his all-encompassing management technique that he's got, which is the ability to be able to get this Arsenal side to win games whichever way they want to. They're not at that stage yet.
But Simon, come on now. With Arteta is now proving he's a lot more than theory.
Oh, yes. I mean, listen, I went from being a major advocate of what he was to a critique of what he was becoming, to a sort of renaissance perspective on the basis that he's got himself together. And it started with this definite decision with people like Aubameyang. It started with that is it. If I'm going to go out, right, I'm going to go out swinging and I'm not having any nonsense around the place.
Yeah.
And people are going to start understanding there's a new sheriff in town about how this club is going to be run. So fair play to him.
Chapeau to him. The only car you buy these days is one that does U-turns, isn't it?
It's not a U-turn, it's a change of mind.
They've got a big weekend, because Tottenham are at Anfield where you don't expect them to win. And Arsenal have got Leeds, and that could be a real change in the.
Depends what Tottenham you get. I mean, Tottenham.
They're still not winning at Anfield.
Tottenham are still. I know you're not going to have that, but Liverpool. This is not. I mean,
what I'm saying is, even if they play well, they might get a draw.
Danny, I'm determined to get this in. Tony Cascarino in the Times. Nketiah has taken his chance, deserves a new deal. Does he?
Well, I don't think he'll sign one. I think he's going to have offers all over the place.
He can have a new deal. He's been offered a new deal. He doesn't want the deal.
No, even if they offered him another new one with more
What
money.
I'm saying is he deserves a new deal. Yes, he can have a new deal. He's been offered a new deal. He's turned it down. What you mean is, Tony, he wants the deal exactly what he wants, and if he doesn't get exactly what he wants,
I think he'll go.
Then he's off. I mean, okay, he played well yesterday.
He's done all right for a few
He's done
weeks.
okay.
He's a talent. I'm surprised he hasn't played more. But look,
But he's not one they should break the bank for.
Well, they should give him a deal fair and representative of his achievements.
I think they probably did offer him a hell of a good deal, but he wants to play, and good luck to him. Hunger to play first team games and not set.
And he's a free transfer.
Because Arsenal are going to go and sign someone big to play up front.
Then he gets to the top four. Surely he doesn't want away.
It's a good point. I don't know. I think if he's hungry, like a lot of young players I knew in the past, he'll want to play relevant to whether it's Champions. Because
Danny, finish your point. Incidentally, we're coming up to the 11 o'clock.
West Ham. I have to say one thing. I was really surprised playing certain. I mean, he couldn't play some because they were injured.
Yeah,
but he played a lot. Still played the likes of. I thought he was going to change it all and go more. We talk about prioritising Thursday.
Yes,
I was surprised he even went. Bowen and Rice played. Didn't expect them to play.
Yeah,
I think I'd have left them all out, me.
Well, we're going to talk West Ham later on because obviously the appointment is a massive one on Thursday. They're 2-1 down.
They've got a great chance. It's a very open game now.
Well, interestingly, in the Bundesliga tonight, Bayer Leverkusen take on Eintracht Frankfurt, who are West Ham's opponents, and Mönchengladbach play Rangers' opponents Leipzig tonight. So Monday night fixtures for them. We'll watch that, but we'll talk West Ham.
Are they crying like our managers do?
Later on this morning. We're coming up to 11.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.